And in Live and Breaking, we are bringing you some breaking news now. The Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee work members are now protesting over Congress leader Jagdish Tytler's anticipatory bail in the 1984 Anti-Sikh Riots case. And so the protests are being held outside the court against Jagdish Tytler, who is accused in the 1984 Anti-Sikh Riots case. And they are protesting against the anticipatory bail that Jagdish Tytler, for Jagdish Tytler. Protests outside the court against Tytler, who has been summoned. Delhi court has granted him anticipatory bail. Jagdish Tytler is the Congress leader who is one of the accused in the Pulbangash incident of the 1984 Anti-Sikh Riots. Now, the Sikhs there protesting against the anticipatory bail in the case that has been granted to him by a Delhi court. On Wednesday, the court had reserved an order in the anticipatory bail plea that was filed by the former Minister of State. Medical conditions, mental health issues and old age were cited by Tytler's counsel as grounds to seek anticipatory bail during the arguments in court, and the court granted him bail. He has been granted anticipatory bail in this case. Delhi court granted the Congress leader, who is an accused in the Pulbangash incident in the Anti-Sikh Riots of 1984. He is alleged to have been involved in arson in Gurdwara in North Delhi. And the Court of Sessions Judge Vikas Dhul had further directed him to furnish bail bonds worth 1 lakh rupees, and stating that the relief granted was subject to the condition that Tytler will not try to threaten or intimidate any of the witnesses. He has been granted anticipatory bail, and now protests erupting outside the court against him, against the bail granted to him. And latest breaking news. Congress leader Jagdish Tytler gets anticipatory bail. He is an accused in the 1984 Anti-Sikh Riots case for an incident of arson at a Gurdwara in North Delhi. On Wednesday, the court had reserved the order on the anticipatory bail plea filed by the former Minister of State. Sikhs protesting outside the court on against the anticipatory bail granted to Congress leader Jagdish Tytler in the 1984 Anti-Sikh Riots case, in which he is an accused. On Wednesday, the court had reserved its order on the anticipatory bail plea, which he has since been granted. Among the arguments that the counsel for him had cited in court were medical conditions, mental health issues and old age. By his counsel were put forward as conditions by which he should be granted anticipatory bail. Joining me is Anuj in this case, from the ground where everything is happening. Anuj, well, anticipatory bail granted to Jagdish Tytler in the 84 Sikh Riots case, and Sikhs erupting there in protest against the anticipatory bail. Take us through all that's happened, including what the court said in its while it granted him bail.
Well, the anticipatory bail, as we do know, has been already granted by the court to Jagdish Tytler, and this is the protest which is happening right outside the Rouse Avenue Court of the National Capital. And let me tell you that this has been the demand of the people for the justice. If we talk about 1984 riots, then we have seen multiple crying, multiple demanding for justice, that what has happened at that point in time, and they are looking for justice. But this was the case which was there in the court, and the court has given the anticipatory bail because of the evidences and the testimony which has been approved and this has been granted if you talk about this anticipatory bail. So, keeping the point, the court has granted anticipatory bail, but this is the anger among the people when we are talking about 1984 rights victims. So they are protesting there at the Rouse Avenue court. We do remember whenever we are talking to these people, whenever we are talking to the victims of 1984 rights, then there are tears in their eyes and they don't want to even discuss that what has been witnessed and what has happened. And whenever it is about Sajjan Kumar or Jagdish Tytler, Sajjan Kumar, let me tell you, who has been already convicted and is already in the premises of a jail. And the second accused is Jagdish Tytler. So people have anger and they want justice. That's something what has been categorically and specifically, repeatedly rather, has been stated by these victims of 1984 rights, the families of the victims of 1984 rights. And now they are protesting right outside the Rouse Avenue court in the national capital. There is to wait and watch how it is going.
चौरासी से लेके आज तक 39 सालों से सिख समाज अपना हक मांग रहा है और आज कोर्ट ने उसको रोज एवेन्यू कोर्ट ने उसको जमानत दे दिया है। आज उसके खिलाफ प्रदर्शन है। हमारी मांग है सरकार से कि सीबीआई उसके ऊपर सख्तियां ले और जगदीश टाइटलर को सीबीआई अरेस्ट करे और कोर्ट को इसके ऊपर सीरियस लेना चाहिए।
ऐसे ही कुर्बानी देते रहेंगे, लड़ाई लड़ते रहेंगे, हम शांत नहीं बैठेंगे। हमें न्याय चाहिए, न्याय चाहिए, न्याय चाहिए। उनकी मेरी सरकार हमें न्याय दो। बोले
भाई इनको अरेस्ट किया जाएगा। इन्होंने 4 तारीख को क्यों इन्होंने बेल दे दी इनको है? हमें 2 घंटे बाहर रोक के रखा, हमें आने नहीं दिया। क्यों? ये हमारे हिसाब के जज ने पैसे खाई है, क्या करा है जो इन्होंने इसको दे दिया? वजह क्या थी? जब 3 रातें लाशों पे चलते रहे, हमारे परिवार चले गए, जिंदों को साड़ा गया, आग लगा दी जिंदों को। हमारे 12 साल की थी, मेरे बाप को मेरे सामने जला गया था। आज भी हमें इंसाफ नहीं मिला। 40 साल हो गए इंसाफ मांगते मांगते, हमें आज तक इंसाफ नहीं दिया। हर तरफ रहे, रोते पीटते रहे। हम यही कहते हैं हमें इंसाफ दो, इंसाफ दो। आज तक हमें इंसाफ नहीं मिला। यदि मेरी सरकार से, मोदी सरकार से कहते हैं, विनती करते हैं बार बार, हमें इंसाफ दो, इंसाफ दो। ये जो गवर्नमेंट है ये क्या चाहती है? 40 साल हो गए हमें इंसाफ मांगते मांगते। हमें भगवान पे विश्वास है, ये नहीं देगी तो जो है गुरु जो जरूर देगा। हमारे शहीदों में गुरु टेक बहादुर जरूर इंसाफ देगा।